Hey guys, what's up? Toboloco here. Welcome back to our part 4 of the Venezuela World Cup qualifying series. We're in our final part. We are actually at the World Cup with Venezuela. And if you didn't watch the previous parts or you just stumbled on this or whatever, then I suggest that you do because we're in the World Cup with Venezuela and this is our group. Venezuela, Russia, Ivory Coast and Korea Republic in Group C. A few of the groups have already started. But yeah, we're looking to try and go as far as we can with Venezuela. It's going to be a tough group though. I don't know if the Venezuelans have the capacity to get out the group or the talent, but hopefully they can prove me wrong. Our first match of this World Cup for Venezuela then is against Russia. As you guys know, I really hate playing against Russia. I'm always thinking that they have a defensive mindset and everything. And most of the time I'm proven right. You know, they go upfield, they score one goal and then they go, right, that's it. We're going to settle for that. But hopefully I can break the Russian curse today and actually beat them. And if you want my early prediction for this run for Venezuela, I think it might be a group stage finish. I think Ivory Coast might be a bit too much for me. Russia could potentially beat me. South Korea, on the other hand, are beatable. Through ball. Porozo. Aristigueta. Down to Rondon. Turns that Russian defender. Goes for it. And yes! Yes, it snuck its way in and Solomon Rondon has scored to make it 1-0 to Venezuela. Lucky goal. Well, not lucky. It was actually taken very well. It's just that the fact that the goalkeeper didn't actually save it. And if we can get Rondon on form early, it could be a decent World Cup for Venezuela. That actually took me off guard. I thought it was going to go past the post, but instead it nestles into the bottom corner. Russia are pressing. They haven't really had a proper shot yet. But Venezuela's defence holding strong in this first half. I think there's not going to be too many highlight moments. Go on, through ball there. Yep, that's good. There's just one opportunity here for Rondon. No, Seijas is out on the edge of the box. And it's deflected. And somehow Russia come away with that one. Go on, over the top here. Oh, that's a beautiful ball. Can we keep it on? Meza has got it. Crossed in. And, oh, that's close. And yes, Rondon again. That's a brace. Before the second half, Rondon scores to make it 2-0 to Venezuela. This is so good. This is so good by Venezuela. Capello cannot believe it. His defensive tactics have broke down against me. I finally broke through that Russian wall that always stops me on this game. And Venezuela could be coming into their own now. 2-0 up against Russia. You love to see it. It's half time. We're leading 2-0 thanks to a Solomon Rondon brace. And we're looking good at the moment. I'm just worried a little bit about the stamina. Arango goes for it. Oh, that was so close. And that's going to be it. First game and we won 2-0 over Russia. That's quite surprising. I was considering at the start that this was going to be a harder group than expected, but Venezuela come out on top in their first game. How about that? Ivory Coast also beat South Korea 3-2, so me and Ivory Coast are sat top of the group. So our next match is against Ivory Coast. Look at the form on the left hand side there. It's pretty decent. 2 players out of form, not too bad, but it's looking good for first game in. Ivory Coast have the potential to spoil my form though. They are a very good team. I'm not sure how they fare in 2014. I know on 2010 they had their sort of like golden generation. Is this like sort of the end of Ivory Coast sort of good players, or do they have more better players? I don't know. I think in 2014 didn't they just get eliminated in the group stage just like in 2010? So yeah, I can't really call it a golden generation when they've only won one trophy in between that sort of stint, and that was the Africa Cup of Nations. And we just get it straight to Drogba. Don't really want to be doing that. And here come Ivory Coast. They go for it just wide there from Max Gradle. Into the box. It's Drogba. Tried the chip shot for some reason and completely failed at chipping my goalkeeper. Gervinho running from the wing. Can we stop him? Yeah, just about, but it's a corner. Couldn't quite clear it in time. Ivory Coast have a chance to potentially head this one in. It's crossed in. Header. And the goalkeeper reacted very slowly on that one. Crossed in by Torre. It's headed away, but it's gone back to Boca. Wow, that was actually a really nice strike, but a very, very good save as well. Look at this. The AI pulling off almost one of the goals of the tournament. Drogba on the ball. Gervinho gets cut out there. Been a very even half, I'd say. I'd actually maybe say Ivory Coast have had a little bit more attempts on goal, but both sides have been pretty decent. Rubel, go on. It's Mesa. He's got it. Yes, off the post and in. Just before half-time, yet again, it's Mesa with the goal to make it 1-0 to Venezuela. Both of these sides look like scoring in that half, and Ivory Coast are the ones that have conceded in this first half. Good pass by Rondon, and the defence couldn't get back to deal with Mesa out on the wing there, coming in from that wing, and he scores to make it 1-0. Half-time, 1-0 up, and we're looking pretty decent yet again. Venezuela haven't been lucky in this one. They've actually played really well, and I'm liking Venezuela. I know in the last part when we started to have a little bit of a drop-off in form, I was like, you know, maybe this team can't really do it at the World Cup, but so far, so good. And it's a corner to Ivory Coast early in the second half, crossed in. Anybody going to get there? And it just goes wide again. Gervinho heading it wide. Remember, he's got the advantage of that massive forehead. Of course, anything that deflects off of that is going to just go straight into the back of the net. Go on. Over the top. No, not quite. Ivory Coast have tightened up at the back since the goal happened, and understandably so. They go for it from distance off the post. No! Oh, good save. Oh, outrageous. They still got it here. Get rid of it, guys. Oh, that was close to being a pen. No, come on. Oh, my goodness. That was a ridiculous tackle. And Venezuela just survived that late Ivory Coast push. Incredible how that didn't go in. And we stolen it here against Ivory Coast. Even though Ivory Coast had more shots and everything like that, Venezuela walk away with a 1-0 victory. And for the first time in my actual qualifying runs on 2014, we get the 6-point mark. So change things up a little bit for Venezuela. As you can see, some different names on there. Some names that haven't actually had any game time in the qualifiers. So, you know, it's a bit of a nothing game for me. Here we go then, final group stage game against South Korea. South Korea really need to win this one in order to have a chance of progressing. This was a team that I said that I could beat at the start of this run, and we haven't even played them yet. We've already beaten the other two, so I bet you this is the one that we lose against. Di Giorgi on the ball. What a ball that was. That's not offside either. Maldonado. Wow, really? Like, that was an insane pass to him from a guy that hasn't even set foot on the pitch at this World Cup, from Di Giorgi or whatever his name is. And Maldonado scores to make it 1-0 to Venezuela. The South Korea coach cannot believe that a player that has literally not even set foot on a pitch has just done that. Look at this play by Venezuela. So good. Fedor left him on the floor. Come on, Fedor. Into the box, and just put over the bar there from Maldonado. Could have got a second. South Korea haven't really done anything in front of my net thus far. It's half time and Venezuela are leading South Korea by 1-0. Very good first half from them. South Korea have had a shot or two, but not really doing what they need to do to actually pose a threat against me. We've been really good here. South Korea pressing, and they go for it. They scored from deflections and stuff, and Sung Heung-min equalizes for South Korea. That wasn't really anyone's fault. It was just a defensive error. Couldn't clear it, and it bounced, and I couldn't really get the ball back. So it's a level once again, and well, I mean, it's a game that we don't really need to win, so I'm not really too bothered about it. Poke down to Pena. Go on, cross that in. He's got it. Oh, good save. And yeah, no. What? What? How did that stay out? Oh my god, dude. Like, what is going on? Like, seriously, this shot here was just like, it had me on the edge of my seat. Look at this. Shot and just went through everybody. Hits the post, rolls along the line. Like, it looked like it was going to curl in, but it never does. Just stays on. Incredible. South Korea might be able to rescue their World Cup if they actually do beat me here, but I'm not sure if the goal difference will be enough to overtake Ivory Coast. Might be a bit of a too little, too late situation. Here comes Fedor. There is a chance. And it's Rincon. Yes, that's it. That was just such a good move. Such a good move to get into that position and score. Rincon scores to make it 2-1. That goal by Venezuela was just so simple. And the play was just fantastic. But we just given the ball away. And can we stop him? Into the box, and they scored. It's 2-2. Lee Dong-gook. Okay, well, again, another error leads to another goal. So, I mean, this game might have a big finish in store. Trying to defend. No, don't you dare. And it goes wide there. And that has to be game over. It's 2-2, but Venezuela have made it through to the round of 16. A good match, especially for the neutral. You know, it didn't matter. And our substitutes did well to actually draw against South Korea. It just shows that the quality in football for Venezuela in this run is getting better and better. So we're going to find out who we get in the round of 16. And hopefully we can push this run further than the round of 16 if we're lucky. So Russia pinched that spot away from Ivory Coast, so South Korea and Ivory Coast go home. Alright then, so checking out the round of 16, we have Brazil versus Colombia, Venezuela versus Poland, so that's our next opponent. We got Spain versus Cameroon, England versus Russia, Netherlands versus Croatia, Sweden versus Germany, Argentina versus Chile, and Italy versus USA. So none of the smaller teams actually really got through out of the group. You can see Israel and Guatemala pretty much got eliminated quite early on. Oman got eliminated, and Egypt as well, and Burkina Faso, unfortunately. Here we go then, round of 16 time against Poland. It's going to be a harder match than maybe a few of you might anticipate, because Poland have still got Lewandowski. They still got some really good players on this team in 2014. Not as good as they are in, well, now, I guess. You know, Lewandowski, it wasn't the player that he was back in 2014. He was still good, but he wasn't absolute, like, fucking machine, was he? No. No, oh, just wide there from Krychowiak. He's been here, there and everywhere on the pitch, and he almost bagged himself a goal. Is there a play here for Venezuela? Crossed in, and again the goalkeeper snatches it. Crossing can be a bit of an issue on this game. Like when you cross like that, the goalkeepers just get it. I feel like sometimes the crossing can be underpowered. My goodness, he's like going on a solo run here. Edge of the box, and that's a goal, and that is Lewandowski, of course, man. He has scored to make it 1-0 to Poland. Good strike, but as I knew, as the ball was played out to him, I knew that whoever was going to shoot was going to score, and it had to be Lewandowski. It was a nice strike, but we left that area a little bit too open. We weren't really good at closing down Rybus as well, out on the wing. He still got it into the box. Go on. Oh, no. Oh, good blocking by Poland. Bit frustrating, but good blocking. And we're going to go into half-time with the score at 1-0 to Poland. Made some changes. I put Fedor up front because I feel like Fedor could be the one to bag the equaliser over the ginger striker, Aristogeta, or whatever his name is. That was a good ball. Rondon. Oh, yes, he scored, but it's not Salomon Rondon, it's M. Rondon, and that is the equaliser. He came out of nowhere, because when I did the through ball, it literally was down to, like, one of the strikers, but I couldn't quite get near it, and I was hoping the game would, you know, select the different player, and it did, thankfully, and we're able to score that one. It was a nice ball there, and that is 1-1. Passing has not been that brilliant in this match compared to the other matches. Maybe Venezuela are starting to run out of stamina with the first team. But here comes Rondon. The goal scorer. Crossed it in. And yes! Yes! That is the Rondon to Rondon collaboration, I guess. The link-up play between the two. And that is 2-1. Venezuela have just taken the lead. A good cross there and got over his man. Salomon Rondon scores to make it 2-1. Look at that. Over the top there, just about. Managed to hold off that defender. Oh, that's a good through ball. A Braniak. And he scores. He left the keeper completely standing on that one. And that's 2-2. Another game where we're leaking goals. Maybe the defense isn't as good as I thought it was. We are starting to leak the goals. And it's a bit unfortunate because the header by Rondon earlier was so good. And then to concede like that is a bit disappointing. But never mind. It's still a thriller in the round of 16. Good passing play by them. Go on over the top here. That's a really nice ball. Go on, cross that into the box. Not headed. That could have been a pen. We got it here. And yes! What a strike that was is Vargas. 87th minute. That could be it. That could be it. Vargas just comes out of nowhere and just smashes it into the top corner. That's 3-2 to Venezuela. Venezuela are so good at attacking, but defensively they are a little bit poor, but it doesn't matter. This will go down in history for them. What a goal that is, and that could send them to the quarterfinals. If Poland have enough time, no, they don't. It's 3-2 to Venezuela, and they go through to the quarterfinals. Wow, incredible game between these two. Poland cannot believe it that they lost in the dying minutes of the match. 87th minute winner for Venezuela, and we go on to the next round either against Colombia or Brazil, I think. So pretty tough matchup, but it's not like we haven't beaten Colombia before, but Brazil could be a really big test. So looking at the quarterfinal matchups then, so we have the Netherlands versus Germany, Brazil versus Venezuela, Argentina versus Italy, and Spain versus England. So I am officially, by ranking, the smallest team left in the tournament. Quarterfinal matchup is an all South American matchup between Brazil and Venezuela. These two know each other very well, apart from this qualification series where we didn't have to play Brazil. We only played them in a friendly back in the first video of the series, and we lost, I think it was like 2 or maybe 3-0. Over the top here to Hulk, who gets it on the wing. Brazil are going to outclass me, aren't they? They just are. Look at this. Ramirez. And that was a good play. And already Brazil have scored in the 7th minute. Willian with the first goal. And they completely fooled me there. I thought Ramirez was going to shoot. Slid in front of him. And of course, Willian was there to tap it in from the assist. Should have known better, really. But what can you do on a play like that? Okay, that was lucky. Fedor. He's pushing his way past. Is there opportunity? No, the cross not good enough. Meza running here. Another crossing opportunity. And headed. Yes, that actually went in. It's Rondon. What a header that was. And that's 1-1. Just out of nowhere. Just went straight into the back of the net. Very powerful, obviously. And we're level with Brazil. Look at this. He headed it away. And then I just came over and went, yep, that's mine. Great header by Rondon, and that is 1-1. It's half time, and it is 1-1 between these two. Still very close game. Yeah, too hard to call now. I would have said Brazil at the start of this match when, you know, they scored early on, but now it's going to be a different story. We've actually got the equaliser, and we're hanging in there. Somehow that was a foul to Brazil. I don't know what happened, but okay, they have a free kick. Hulk's going to go for it from distance, and it hits the wall. And he's tripped up, and that was a really good tackle as well. No foul there. These two are still lock level. It's crazy how we've defended well against Brazil. So many good tackles in this, but I can see Brazil scoring. Look at this play they're trying to do as well. Like, all these back heels and stuff. Brazilian flair is actually on display. Rondon. Release it. And, oh, just saved there by Cesar. So unlucky that I tried to chip it, but it didn't actually register as a chip because I guess I pressed the button wrong or something. But Hulk's going forward now. It's crossed in and it hits the side netting. Come on. Oh, shrugged away like I was nothing. The stamina definitely didn't help there. Was just so low. And we're going to extra time against Brazil. It's 1-1 still. We've defended really well in this one. And Venezuela deserve all the credit that they can get. Brazil were really lively in the first half, but then dropped off a little bit in the second. Not much has happened in this first half of extra time, I'm going to be honest. Like, literally barely anything. Come on, Venezuela. Through ball to Gonzalez. Get in the box. Crossed in. Back post. Yes! Header! Diving header that went in. It's Seijas. He's done it. He might have just done it. Yeah, a back post. And that is 2-1 to Venezuela. Oh my goodness. The place is absolutely rocking. The hosts, Brazil, are 2-1 down. And how did that even go in? Look at that. Diving header. They didn't even see him there. Don't think Thiago Silva knew much about him. And it goes in. Unbelievable. That is 2-1 to Venezuela. After holding out so hard against Brazil, we've come up here with a potential winning goal. Brazil have a corner with 5 minutes to play. Will they get the equaliser? I hope not. Header. And, oh, that's really dodgy. The defender just got in the way there. Come on. I don't want to spoil a chance at my semi-final here. I want it. Come on, get rid of it. No, off the line. Unbelievable. Ramirez, he's got it. No, of course he did. Of course he did. As like the heroics of the Venezuelan defender to clear it off the line. And then it goes straight to Ramirez, who just strikes it into the back of the net because my defence is all over the place from scrambling to try and get rid of Brazil. And it was just so easy for Ramirez to shoot from distance. Alright, well, we may as well hold on for penalties. There's no chance that we're going to score late on again. Brazil, one final chance perhaps. No, it's going to be passed off the field, and that is going to penalties. So this quarterfinal gets even more exciting. Penalty shootout. I cannot wait for this one. I mean, Venezuela, even if they go out on pens, it's so respectable for this nation to come this far. Upstairs Fred for the first penalty for Brazil. Will he score this one? Yes, he has. That was a decent pen. And Fred opens the scoring in penalty shootouts. Meza to do it for us. Is in the green. Can he do it? Yes, just about. Cesar went the right way, but it's fine. We scored. Hernandez now. Can he go 2-1 up? All right, yeah. Okay, right in front of the Venezuela fans, he coolly puts it in. It's Seijas now to try and get 2-2 on the penalty shootout. And, oh, that was too close for comfort, but we scored. And it's Neymar now. I'd love to save his penalty, please. Off the bar! Off the bar! Neymar hit it too hard. And now it's Rondon. Come on, we need to capitalize on that. Oh, that's in yellow. That's terrible, dude. Oh, and it's saved by Cesar. They got lucky there. Neymar completely messed up that pen. Lucas now. Lucas. Saved with the leg. Saved with the leg. Unreal. Okay, Maldonado. Come on. In the green, kinda. Go for it. Yes. Again, too close for comfort, but fair enough. Brazil need to score this penalty. Otherwise, it's over. Venezuela in a good position. It's Hulk. Will he do it? Come on, let's try and put him off. It's Hulk. Hulk. He's got the chance. Off the post and in. Oh, that's so lucky, man. Come on. Okay, it's the other Rondon. He's been pretty impressive at this World Cup. But will this penalty be too much for him? In the yellow again. I missed it. But it's fine. It's gone in. Okay, Brazil need to score again. Oh, no, they don't. We did it. We did it. We beat Brazil on pens. Unreal. Unreal. We're in the semi-final with Venezuela. Ah, it's getting so close, isn't it? Like, I'm getting... Like, I don't want to sound cocky or anything like that, but I feel like I'm getting better and better at 2014 with each single run I do. This definitely could be the game that we could get eliminated on. Semi-final against the 2014 champions of the world. No matter what happens, Venezuela are guaranteed 4th position at this World Cup, which is just absolutely astronomically insane considering where we've come from. And beating Brazil, man, on penalties, like, I could have beat him in normal time, and then Ramirez scores, and I was like, here we go, you know, they're going to pull it back and beat me on penalties. But then Neymar hit the bar, and we saved the penalty with the goalkeeper's leg as well. Just sensational stuff like that, and that's what makes my runs, I think, I hope, exciting to watch. That's why I love these older games so much, and that's why a brand new next gen World Cup actual game would be solid. It would be amazing. But sadly, we're never going to get that. Germany have a corner, 6th minute in. It's quite early to get a corner. For some reason, decided to header it towards the goalkeeper. Come on, tackle him. It's going to be so tough dealing with Germany. I remember playing this game online when the servers were still online. That Germany, everybody used to play as them, and I used to lose against Germany like 90% of the time. Schweinsteiger. He goes for it. Okay. I was getting a little bit of a flashback to Ramirez, but thankfully he missed it. Thomas Muller out on the wing. Can we stop him? He's crossed that one in very well. It's gone out and just cleared away by Venezuela. Oh, that was actually a good bit of play. Into the box. Can we get it? Oh, Neuer's dropped it. And yes! Yes! Just before half-time, Arango has scored. And Neuer dropped the ball there heavily. Like, he could have just picked it up, but it just, deflected out of his hands. And Venezuela have taken the lead against Germany. This just gets better and better. Lucky as anything, because that's our first attack, pretty much. And that happened. So lucky, dude. Oh, here we go. Gertz is coming on for Ozil, the super sub that won Germany the World Cup. He's needed again to try and drag his team back from this deficit that they find themselves in. Gertz. Mario Gertz. Oh, good save by the goalkeeper. Good, great save. Like, from the leg as well. Corner to Germany. That's 5 corners they've had in this match. Insane amount of corners. But they can't seem to really finish their chances, I guess, against me. They keep sort of like shooting from distance and stuff like that. Point proven, you know. But they're not actually getting in my face as much as I thought, which is really strange, but I'll take it, man. Like, the amount of 2014 runs that I've had on this game, which have ended in absolute disaster when I've actually qualified for the World Cup, and Venezuela have seemingly broken the mold. Schweinsteiger, he goes for it. Oh, it almost dribbled in, but the goalkeeper saves it. Germany have had so many shots. Like, they've had like 12 shots and they still haven't scored. It's incredible what we're doing right now. Andre Schürrle comes on for Marco Reus. They're really bringing on some firepower now. Germany cross it in and punched away by the keeper, but it goes straight back to Germany and booted away. Khedira. Oh. And, the goalkeeper saves it. Nice one. Can we push? Can we just waste time? Please. I really want this. I really want this final. Venezuela so much deserve it. It's just so crazy. What a ball that was as well. Across the field. Come on. That's going to be offside, but I don't care. We're wasting loads of time. Crossed in. Oh, no. That was a poor shot. And that's going to be it. Venezuela going to the final. It's just like, this just gets better and better. This could be the dream run that I wanted on 2014. And Venezuela are just... they're so decent. They're good at the back. They do concede goals from time to time, like in the Brazil game. But they're so decent at the back. And they're good at going forward. Because they have a decent striker, a named striker with Rondon. And, you know, a few others like Rincon as well. So it's just like... they're one of these teams that are just sort of bang average. But they're good on this game. Alright guys, so we have got... Argentina in the final. Remember, we played them in qualifying twice, and I think that we drew both times. They might have beaten me once, I can't remember, but that is so cool. An all South American final between Venezuela and Argentina. Spain beat Germany in the 3rd place playoff as well. Let's just get into this then. Win or lose, it's been a very, very good series. Probably one of my best on 2014. Final time against Argentina, and I don't get to see this final cutscene very often in this game when I'm doing a qualifying run. I think the last time that I've actually seen this on this game, like doing a run on YouTube, was... with France, I believe, which was a standard run. It wasn't a qualifying run. It was just a standard run. So, yeah, I mean, of course, with France, you're going to get to a final, aren't you? Because they're one of the best teams in the game. But with Venezuela, like, it's just been so surprising from start to finish. These two are so familiar with each other in qualifiers and stuff, and now it's the biggest game of both of these nations' history. Down to you. Nobody ready to help in the middle? Or maybe there is. Go on. Keeper was coming out for some reason. I don't know why, but the defense blocked him. Aguero. Di Maria. No! Oh, he scored. I gave him too much space, and Di Maria scores in the final. Okay, well, we're 1-0 down. And I was thinking he was going to pass it to Aguero again, but then he turned back in on himself, and I was like, well, you know, I'd already made the move to try and close down Aguero. Terrible defending, really, to, you know, give him so much space like that. Di Maria into the box, and that's another goal. I even tried to close that down, but Mascherano scores, and that's 2-0. No, man. Oh, that's so bad for us. I think that probably seals it, to be honest. Venezuela 2-0 down with 60 minutes to play. I mean, there's still room for a comeback, but I don't know if I'm going to find it. Chance here, perhaps, for Venezuela. Rondon. Oh, yes! Right before half-time. And I thought that was going wide because the Argentine keeper's sort of animation looked like it was going wide. But that went straight in. That could have been one of the best goals Rondon has ever scored in his career in this one. What a strike that is to put Venezuela within touching distance of equalising. Look at that. Like, what a strike that was by Rondon. Just have to take those moments when they come to you, because I would have got tackled if I gone any further. And right before half time, it's 2-1. When is it going to be half time? Like, Argentina have had so much possession. I'm just afraid that they're going to score another goal. But finally, it's half time. It's 2-1. Definitely can get back in this with one more good play. And then maybe take them to extra time or penalties or something. But Rondon's goal was just spectacular. Looks like it's destiny for Messi. He's going to win it in 2014 if we don't get in front here, or get the equaliser, I should say. Back to the goalkeeper. Bit of a risky play. Oh, that is risky. Hang on. Oh, yes! Solomon Rondon just came in and just capitalised on the goalkeeper's mistake. 2-2. I can't believe it. He passed it so casually to the defence, and Argentina have thrown this one away, seemingly. Incredible final we have. Look at this by the goalkeeper. What is he doing? Trying to pass it to the captain, and Rondon just came in and just went bang, like that. That could have easily gone wide or over with the power that had, but so lucky it didn't. Alright, Higuain's coming on for Aguero. We might have to make some changes soon because my players are so tired. Gonna have to make some changes here and bring on some new players, some players that can just like sort of revitalize the attack a little bit more. And I mean, Solomon Rondon's got 34 energy, but I need him on the pitch, so I'm going to take off the other guy. I know that's a bit strange. Who else? Vargas can come on as well, perhaps, for Sejas, I guess. So, yeah, I mean, this guy here's got 34 energy, but there's not much I can do. I only have 3 substitutions. Oh, the erratic movement of the computer can be so irritating at times. But is that a corner or is that going to be a goal kick? At least we got our substitutes on now. Oh, no. No, no. Go away, Argentina. Crossed in. There's only one guy there and he just heads it. No, don't do that. Why? Why would you do a back heel in the final? I mean, thankfully that was offside. But seriously, don't do that again. 90th minute. We got it. With Rondon. Through ball, and Mesa's got it. He's in behind. Go on. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, he scored. He scored from that angle. Unbelievable. Venezuela have probably won it. Unbelievable. What a final. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. The through ball caught him off. And I could not pass to anybody. I just thought, like, screw it. Go for the shot. And it hit the post and goes in. 90th minute, Mesa scores. And Venezuela are seconds away from winning the World Cup. Oh my God, we've won it. Oh my goodness, Venezuela have won the World Cup. We were 2-0 down in this final. 2-0 down. Can you believe it? That Argentina threw it away like this? They've bottled it and Venezuela have done it. What a final that was. That's rivaling the 2022 final in my opinion. Oh my goodness. Like, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I just, like, all my runs on 2014 have ended in failure or coming up short. And then I do a random run with Venezuela. And they're the first ones to win a qualifying campaign on world-class difficulty. And don't get it twisted, like, I do legendary difficulty on other gameplays, like 2010. World-class on this game is hard. It's super hard because of the physics and everything like that. And Venezuela are just like, nope, we don't give a damn about your physics. We don't give a damn how hard it is. We come here and win the World Cup in Brazil. Unreal. I just can't believe it, dude. I just can't believe it. We were 2-0 down and Venezuela have won the World Cup. It just absolutely boggles the mind. Another classic to add to the collection.
That they are now the team to beat in international football. And back in their homeland, those players are now national heroes. It's been a very special World Cup. They will defend in Russia in 4 years' time. Until then, thank you for being with us for our FIFA World Cup finals. We will never forget.
So anyway, guys, the World Cup is over and Venezuela have taken it. What a run that was. I mean, 3-2 against Poland. 4-3 on penalties against Brazil, 1-0 against Germany, just squeezed by him for a lucky goal, and then a comeback in the final to win the World Cup. Insane stuff. Like, that has to be one of my best series on 2014 so far. If you did enjoy this one, then give it a like and subscribe. Keep it local as always. Thank you for watching the series of Venezuela. We'll do more in the next coming weeks on this game for sure, and I'll see you again for the next video.